Hey, wagwan, what y'all deal with? Yo, man, I gotta tell you, it is a sad day. I'm talking about for those that watch the No Fugazee podcast with David Cooley. Man, as much as this man spends a lot of his time talking about men being top tier and the reasons why he's a top tier man, also talking about the fact that top tier men are too good for single mothers. I look at it as a preference, to be honest with you. But what has ended up coming out is the fact that he not only is with a single mother in a long-term relationship, but also she's a white woman.
It appears you've been snow bunnied because we have a snow bunny watch. We have a national black celebrity snow bunny watch. If you get caught with skim milk, we're posting you with the bunny wrap.
And the reason why that matters is because now a lot of women who doubted a lot of the stuff he talked about anyway from the beginning can now go from saying that he just hates women and single mothers in general and now go specifically to saying he hates black single mothers. And it wouldn't look too far from the truth. I can say this, as somebody who actually watched some of his debates and everything and actually felt like he's a very technical and logical person, I actually felt like he was pretty accomplished in debates and everything. But having to look at this, I'm having to say, he took an L on this one. And I also think that the video that he did after that didn't really make it look too good either. It was a 3-hour video, pretty much justifying what he did and saying that he didn't understand what everybody was talking about. Check this out.
As you can see from the title, it says the end of No Fugazee podcast, man. This is the end. This will be the last stream. It's been a lot of fugaziness going on, man. Where do I start? You know, I started this podcast. I was a brokey before, only got into this just to make money. I love single moms, by the way.
Qualify for recreational use only. Because you don't qualify, man.
I'm out here to collect all the single moms, like Pokemon cards. I was thinking it's only one person that I could really confess my sins to. He's a doctor. You guys know him. We got Dr. Umar Johnson in the building.
It appears you've been snow bunnied.
Dr. Umar, I gotta admit that if it ain't white, it ain't right. If it ain't snow, I don't know. If it ain't a bunny, it ain't funny. Oh, dang, Dr. Umar, man, I know what you're thinking. You're like, brother, you sold us out. You done got a white chick. What's going on with you? But the funny thing is, the people that actually watch my podcast, the supporters, they know that I've never lied. They know that I'm not a hypocrite. So we're going to expose all of these lies and misinformation that they've been putting out. So let's just get into the first few allegations, and we're going to go through exactly how this started, right? Because since I'm so, no fugazi, I'm here for all of the smoke. So I was on tonight's conversation because I paid to go on this podcast, thousands of dollars. They edited up some stuff.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year. And I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, no, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Hold on, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character.
And with
but I
all
digress.
that stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk.
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids.
So you got clips going around that this black guy saying that he's a top tier man. So when I'm speaking, I said, well, when I'm in a relationship, I'm not speaking about myself, saying that I'm not a top tier man. And then I go ahead and give some metrics of what women are attracted to. They say, oh, well, he has to meet a height standard, they have a height requirement, a race requirement, an income requirement. They have so many high standards, right? It was clipped up to make me look bad, right? Some of you are probably thinking like, well, he's been hiding his family and stuff. Bro, I have almost 2 million followers on my TikTok channel. I give y'all proof that I am not a hypocrite. You're in the 18th percentile like myself. I have full custody of my kid. So he came into the relationship with children, but I was young and she was young. That I am I am an exception to the rules. And he wanted advice. And he was like, yo, I'm talking to this girl and she has 3 kids. I was like, dang, bro, that's a lot of baggage. Like, she got 3? That's kind of crazy, bro. Like, you could go back out in the dating market and get a girl with 1 kid or get a girl with no kids. Now we got to speak about myself, right? I met like I just said, when I was 25 years old, you think like, oh, it's this guy that claims he's alpha, and it's this guy that's like lives a bachelor lifestyle, and he's saying he's a top tier man. I got a lot of content. I have like interracial dating content, and I also on TikTok, and we do a lot of like stereotype type of content. These liberal mindsets and black people, a lot of them are sensitive because they come from single mother homes. Like myself, I came from a single mother home. You've been manipulated, my friend. You've been manipulated.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. State your name, where you from.
How are you doing, sir? I'm Fatty. And I'm sorry if I sound a little bit confrontational. I have a couple of questions, right? So, were you a high value man before you got with this woman that you have now? Every time people in this place get a woman on their panel, she does I'm the exception, not me and my friend. How are you going to move forward when you get this woman on this panel and they are going to say exactly what you're saying to us? Not me, I'm the exception. I'm the exception to the rule.
It's much different. I'm the exception to the rule.
Your woman with 2 kids can get a high value man. Why aren't all these single baby mamas can? What stopped them?
That if you meet a woman, you meet this girl at 25 years old, right? And you're making no money. Really. But then when you're about 30, 35 years old, you're rich, you're balling, you're making bread. Should you break up with that woman and get another woman?
I don't think so.
What you just said, bro, was like, we should tell all men, if you talking to a chick and you bond with this chick and you build with this chick, y'all got a good connection. As her value decreases and your value increases, you should leave her in the dust and get another chick.
I never
that
said
don't
that.
make any sense.
I never
That's
said
what
that.
you're insinuating.
You are debating yourself.
Right,
baby mamas are recreational use only.
Qualify for recreational use only.
As soon as you are now in front of millions of people with a tremendous amount of money, clout and debt, why don't you upgrade and you actually make your words match your actions? Therefore, recreational use only. They were for a good time, not
you
a long
just
time.
proved
Now
what I just said. Fatty, you have a low IQ. Fatty, you have a low IQ. Hush it. Fatty, you're not a debater. You don't know what you're talking about.
No,
you can't even think logically. You have no linear
argument.
thinking. Fatty, I'm gonna mute you because you're just talking to talk. Listen. Shut the fuck up. The fat is sinking out your pores, Fatty. Eating high cholesterol. Something's going on, Fatty. Listen.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You're saying dumb stuff, bro.
Yeah, didn't go too well. I think that once he did the Tonight's Conversation, he got a lot of buzz around those particular statements that he made in that video as far as being a top tier man. He was speaking very technical from how I looked at it, and so I seen it as him speaking from a technical place. But I think to not stand on what you said kind of makes you look like a coward.
You idiot.
If you were okay with your statement and you made the statement that you said, and as far as the reasons why you're a top tier man, just stand on that shit. Don't go back later and then say, well, it's because of how they cut the video and all of this different type of stuff. Because yet and still, those are your words. And I think that a lot of what happened as it related to this and how he responded to it was the part that was disappointing for me. And I'm not gonna lie, man. The whole thing with the white girl, you know,
Snow Bunny watch.
if you're gonna be with the white woman, it can kind of seem suspect if you hiding it. Once it all comes out, now you like all of a sudden very proud of having a white woman and all of this stuff. Do your thing, man. But you know, Cooley has always been a connector of dots. If 1 + 1 = 2, it's that every time. There's no interchangeable nature inside of that. My guy. If you're somebody that feels like a single mother is not qualified to get a high top tier man, you feel like you're a top tier man, but then you are with a single mother, a white woman, and you actually have her in the position of a wife in your life. You have to give some sort of explanation to that, except for saying that you're the exception. If you make the statement that you feel like single mothers are for recreational use only, stand on that shit. Don't sit up here and try to act like you didn't say that or there was some other meaning behind it because your words are very clear. I think that a lot of people are very disappointed in how he actually handled things. Instead of coming out and saying, you know what, you're actually, what this says applies to me too. I feel like he tried to come up with this whole excuse. Now, nobody's obligated to justify anything in their life to anybody else. Do what you want to do. But I think when you put yourself in the public eye and in the public platform and you're saying a statement that's so strongly on a specific topic, then it looks kind of funny when you come out and you're doing the complete opposite of what you talked about. Sounds like hypocrisy. And there's really no way he can get out of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, this one is probably not gonna age well. Time will tell. But this one really don't look good for my guy. He kind of gotta take this L. I know he made a joke about shutting down the show, but maybe he should take a hiatus. I really kind of think about some things. Well, I just had to get on here and talk about that because I'm not gonna lie to you, my feelings was hurt because I actually liked some of the videos that he did, despite the fact that he was very controversial. And so to see this is kind of like,
thanks a lot, you idiot.
Yeah, unfortunately, you've proven a lot of the stuff that a lot of people was saying about you anyway. I just want to see what y'all think about this. So you already know the drill. Please hit up the comments section and let me know what your thoughts are on this. I'm sure that everybody has got a lot to say about this one. So I'm going to put my social media information right here like I always do so that y'all can check out my Facebook and Instagram, check out all the different posts that I put on my pages. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put my YouTube information right here as I always do so that you can go ahead and hit that big red juicy subscribe button and then hit the little notification bell next to it so that you can know when I put up my new videos and you can be the first one to know. Also, I have a My New Voice playlist on there so you can go ahead and check out the different topics of videos that I've put on there before. Hit me with some likes, show me some love. But in the meantime, in between time, peace.